What we're going to do to start today is we're going to do something with the Change the World project.
When you first walk into Mr. Marciano's 6th grade social studies classroom, you can't help but notice that something positive is going on in here. The signs are everywhere. All you have to do is ask these students what they can do to change the world.
Plan to help the people at the interfaith.
I'm just trying to help animals.
I make cookies for the elderly.
And their ideas hit you like a wave.
Just teaching special needs kids how to play bocce.
Asking my neighbors if they'd want me to grow vegetables in their gardens.
I'm holding it softball. I'm doing like a group activity and head to the beach to pick up litter. I'm going to hand out old toys from the food pantry.
By around November, I introduced the project. They're given the basic idea, just think of a way to change the world and put it into action. So they sort of try to identify areas in need in the world, or maybe even more personal reasons why they wanted to do something.
For my project, I'm going to ride my bike 20 miles and raise money for children with seizures. Then I will give the money I raised to the Children's Hospital in Boston, where my brother, who has seizures, gets treated.
I sung to the elderly in a chorus for my project, and I learned from my project that anyone could change the world at any age.
What I try to show them is it doesn't have to be the biggest idea. They can go big or they can do a smaller idea, as long as they're helping someone to make their lives better. That's the goal of the project.
On the day we visited, most of the projects had been completed, so it was time for students to share them with each other and with us.
And one this year that was very different was Gabbing Marino's project. She identified in her project that she wanted to deal with having students sort of say something nice about one another, and she came up with this kindness quilt, and she has the name of every student in our social studies classes that I teach, and then she had their names in sort of like a bowl, and then they had to pick their names out in the class. And then each month, usually at the start of the month, they have to go up to the kindness quilt and write 1 or 2 words something nice about that student to share. And so as they move up into 7th and 8th grade, they will continue to do this, and the goal is that they'll continue to have this list that someone else wrote about them, all these positive characteristics. And all your projects, as I said, have been different and unique in such great ways. And one of those projects was also Paige's, and she did something just about a week or so ago in Mrs. Quam's Science Extensions class for Arbor Day.
I got it in my head when I was sleeping. I woke up like in the middle of the night, ran in my mom's room and said, Mom, I got a new idea for the project. I got plants from Arbor Day Foundation. My mom ordered 50 plants.
And on Arbor Day in her science class, she presented to her homeroom a PowerPoint presentation about sort of the loss of the environment of trees, and then she decided to give each student a seedling to plant in their own yard to sort of help increase having more trees in the area.
I did my project on Quarters for Q. It's the missing person organization that helps people find their missing loved ones. So I went to churches and stores and asked for donations.
So why do you think your project can change the world?
One day I was looking up turtles on the internet because I was gonna buy one, but I clicked images and I saw a turtle that part of its shell wasn't growing because it had those 6-pack hand things around its waist. So it was grown, not grown. So that inspired me to clean up on the beach because turtles are usually on the beach. So that inspired me to clean up all the beach litter.
I made and gave out Valentine's cards to the people in the Heath Village nursing home section because they've lost all their family and they feel lonely. So I gave them that to make them happier.
How will you think this will change the world?
I think my project can change the world because I think it can inspire people. They see what I'm doing and they also want to try it. So if they inspire other people too, it could make everyone want to try, and that would, I think, definitely change the world.
Great, which is a key point to get people inspired to take some action, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm collecting food for a food pantry. In Long Valley, there's over 60 families that use the food pantry.
If they'd want me to grow vegetables in their gardens.
I'm holding a softball clinic for girls. They are in kindergarten and 1st grade. Basically, I'm trying to eliminate unnecessary paper receipts. So I'm asking them if they could ask customers if they would like a receipt before just printing one.
As I said, our next generation of leaders, and it's great to see them give back and help other people. The most proudest accomplishment I've seen with this project are students who continue to do the project long after they leave my classroom. year after year. And that's sort of the lasting effect I hope to have with it.